Listen up. If you want to go where most people can't even imagine, you need to understand this. Big dreams require big sacrifices. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be. But if you're willing to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, to push beyond every limit, then you might just get what you want. But here's the thing, you can't just wish for it. You can't just hope it happens. No, you have to earn it every single day. Big dreams require big sacrifices. It's not a choice, it's a law of success. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, something beyond the ordinary, you can't just want it, you have to earn it. It's not enough to say, I wish I had that, or I hope I can do that. Big dreams demand that you show up in a way that most people can't even fathom. They require you to give up things that others aren't willing to let go of. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants to achieve greatness. But not everyone is willing to make the sacrifices that come with it. Sacrifice is not just about giving up something, it's about choosing what matters most and committing to it. It's the willingness to let go of immediate comforts for long-term rewards. The easy life of doing just enough will never get you there. It's those moments when you choose to push through the pain, to fight through the exhaustion, to keep going when your body and mind beg you to stop. That's where the sacrifice happens. Sacrifices aren't glamorous, and they sure as hell aren't easy. When you set your sights on something big, the price tag comes with heavy costs. Sleep becomes secondary when you're out there hustling. Time with friends and family, that gets cut short because you have a goal that demands your attention. Fun and leisure, they take a backseat to the hours you need to put in to make your dreams a reality. These are the types of sacrifices that separate those who will just dream from those who will live their dreams. Think about the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the performers who made it to the top. What you don't see is the grueling work they put in when the spotlight isn't on them. You don't see the hours of practice, the sacrifices of social events, the physical pain, and mental exhaustion. They didn't get there by following the same path everyone else did. They broke free of the comfort zone and walked a path most people are too afraid to tread. Big dreams are a different kind of journey. They don't come with an easy route or a quick fix. Every sacrifice is a step towards something greater. There's no magic formula, no shortcuts. What you give up is the price you pay for the privilege of achieving something that most people only talk about. And it's not just a one-time decision. Sacrifice is a constant. It's waking up at 4 a.m. when the rest of the world is still sleeping. It's saying no to distractions, to the easy way out, to the things that don't contribute to your goal. The truth is, sacrifice isn't always obvious at first. The price tag can seem small in the beginning. A missed dinner with friends here, a late night of work there, but over time those sacrifices add up. And eventually you start to realize that it's these sacrifices that carve the path to greatness. They shape you. They transform you into someone capable of living the dream. The people who achieve big dreams aren't afraid to sacrifice what's comfortable, what's familiar, and what's easy. They understand that the cost is high, but the reward is even higher. And that's the difference between wishing for success and making it your reality. Big dreams don't just come from thinking big, they come from giving up what others are unwilling to. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the one thing that connects the dreamer to the dream. Without discipline, even the grandest goals remain out of reach, no matter how badly you want them. Dreams without discipline are nothing more than fleeting thoughts. They are intangible, hazy ideas that lack the foundation to stand on. Discipline is the daily, non-negotiable effort that brings those dreams into reality. It's the constant force that propels you forward when motivation fades, when the excitement wears off, and when obstacles appear in your path. Motivation will always be a temporary surge of energy. It comes and goes. You feel fired up one day and burnt out the next. Motivation isn't reliable. It's a wave, and sooner or later it crashes. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel. It doesn't ask if you're tired, if you're stressed, if you're frustrated. Discipline says, do the work anyway. It's the quiet force that pushes you forward even when your body and mind beg for rest. When you don't feel like it, when you'd rather quit, discipline is what keeps you in the game. The truth is, achieving your goals isn't about what you can do on your best day. It's about what you can do on your worst day. It's about showing up even when the odds are against you, when the conditions aren't perfect, and when everything in your life seems to be pulling you in a million directions. It's easy to put in work when everything aligns. It's easy to feel motivated when the stars are shining. But discipline is what gets you through the storm, through the struggle, through the grind. Discipline means building habits that align with your goals even when they're inconvenient or uncomfortable. It's waking up early, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. It's choosing to work, even when Netflix or social media calls your name. Discipline is going the extra mile when nobody else is looking. It's the work behind the scenes, the effort no one sees that lays the groundwork for success. Discipline requires sacrifice. It requires you to let go of instant gratification and focus on long-term results. You're not chasing temporary highs. You're focused on building something sustainable, something that will last. When you make discipline a part of your life, it becomes a habit. It becomes second nature. It's not something you think about, it's something you do. Discipline starts to shape your character. It molds you into someone who is reliable, consistent, and unstoppable. It teaches you that results come from consistent action, not from sporadic bursts of effort. It's the small decisions made every day that compound over time into massive success. Without discipline, you'll always be stuck in the cycle of starting and stopping. You'll make progress, then lose ground, then start again. But with discipline, you keep moving forward. You don't stop. You don't give up, even when it's tough, even when you want to throw in the towel. Discipline keeps you going. And that momentum, that steady progress, eventually to the place you once thought was impossible. It's the invisible force that connects you to the person you need to be to achieve your goals. Sacrifice means giving up comfort, sleep, and mediocrity. It's about deciding to trade the things that bring you momentary pleasure for something far greater. Sacrifice is never easy and it's never comfortable, but it's the only way to get what you truly want out of life. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is what holds most people back. It keeps them stuck in the same place, doing the same things, living the same life year after year. If you want more, if you want to achieve greatness, you have to be willing to leave that comfort zone behind. When you decide to pursue something big, something that challenges you, you will have to make choices. You'll have to decide whether you want to keep doing what's easy or do what's necessary. Sacrifice means getting out of bed earlier than everyone else. It means skipping the nights out, the parties, the easy distractions that most people use to escape from their own lives. You'll be faced with the decision to work while others rest, to push harder when your body wants to give in, to go the extra mile when others have already quit. Sacrifice means looking at the short-term pleasure of comfort and deciding that the long-term rewards of hard work are far more valuable. Sleep is one of the first things to go when you're pushing for a big dream. It's not because you're addicted to being busy, but because you understand that your goals are worth the trade-off. That late-night work session, that early morning workout, those hours spent owning your craft, they all require a certain level of sacrifice. When you give up sleep, you're not just losing hours in your day, you're gaining time for progress. The world is sleeping while you're working, and when you wake up, you're ahead. You've already put in the effort that others are just starting to think about. Sacrifice isn't about overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion. It's about knowing that there are things that matter more than a few extra hours of rest. Mediocrity is another form of comfort. It's the easy path, the one where you don't have to push yourself. It's the life of doing just enough to get by, not standing out, not challenging yourself. Mediocrity is everywhere, and it's the silent killer of ambition. Most people never realize they've fallen into its grip because it's comfortable. They think they're doing fine, but fine is not enough when you have big dreams. Sacrificing mediocrity means deciding that good enough is no longer acceptable. It means refusing to settle for average when you know you have the potential to be exceptional. When you choose sacrifice, you choose greatness. Sacrifice requires you to see beyond the immediate gratification of comfort. It forces you to look at the bigger picture, to focus on the long-term success rather than the short-term ease. Sacrifice is a commitment to your future self, to the person you want to become. It's an understanding that the pain and discomfort you face today will be the foundation of your success tomorrow. It's the willingness to endure the struggle in exchange for the reward. And it's not just about giving up things, it's about replacing them with something that serves your purpose. The sacrifices you make today carve the path for the life you want to live tomorrow. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation is the spark that gets you started, but it's discipline that fuels the fire. Everyone has moments of motivation when they feel unstoppable, when they're fired up and ready to take on the world. But what happens when that motivation fades? What happens when the excitement wears off and the reality of the grind sets in? That's when discipline steps in and takes over. Motivation is an emotion, it's temporary, fleeting, and unreliable. It's like a wave that crashes and disappears, leaving you with nothing but the remnants of your initial enthusiasm. Discipline, on the other hand, is the foundation that doesn't disappear. It's the steady hand that guides you even when the storm hits. Motivation can't be trusted to carry you through the tough times. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, when progress is visible, and when every step forward feels like a victory. But what about when you hit a wall, when the progress slows down, when the struggle feels endless? That's when motivation will fail you. It will leave you looking for the next quick fix, the next burst of energy, the next excuse to quit. But discipline doesn't give you that luxury. Discipline is about doing the work, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you can't see the end goal clearly. Discipline is the ability to show up day after day, even when there's no immediate reward. It's about building habits that push you forward, even when the motivation isn't there to back them up. It's the decision to keep going when every part of you is screaming for a break, when your mind tells you that it's okay to rest, to relax, to let go. Discipline says, no, not today. Keep moving. It's about creating routine, setting standards, and holding yourself accountable, even when you're tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed. It's about doing what you need to do, not because you feel like it, but because you've committed to your goals and nothing will stop you from achieving them. The key to success is not in the bursts of energy that come from motivation, it's in the consistency that discipline brings. Discipline is what will carry you through the long hours, the early mornings, the late nights, and the times when you feel like giving up. It's the force that helps you push through the resistance, that keeps you going when every excuse is telling you to stop. Discipline is the muscle you develop through repetition, through commitment, and through an unwavering focus on what matters. Discipline doesn't allow you to back down when it gets hard. It doesn't let you off the hook when you want to take the easy way out. It doesn't let you settle for mediocrity. Motivation may get you excited to start, but it's discipline that will help you finish what you started. And when motivation isn't there, when the initial energy fades, discipline will still be there, keeping you on track, pushing you forward, making sure that you're moving closer to your goals every single day. Discipline is the difference between wishing for success and making it happen. It's the steady hand that ensures you keep progressing, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. To live your dreams, you must become the person capable of achieving them. It's not enough to just want something big, something extraordinary. You can't just sit around and hope that your dreams will come true on their own. To achieve what you desire, you have to evolve into someone who can handle the challenges, the responsibilities, and the sacrifices that come with that dream. Your goals won't wait for you to catch up. They require you to grow, to level up, to shed the person you are now in favor of the person you need to be. Dreams are a reflection of your potential, but your potential isn't something that will automatically unlock without effort. If you want a dream job, a successful business, a healthier body, or anything that seems out of reach, you must change who you are, how you think, and how you work. You must become someone who doesn't just talk about their goals, but who takes action every single day to bring those goals to life. It's about developing the skills, mindset, and habits necessary to make your dreams a reality. You can't expect to achieve greatness while holding on to the same old habits and thinking patterns that have kept you stuck. To live your dreams, you must develop the mental toughness to persevere when things get tough. The road to success is never straight, and it's never easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But if you've developed the mental strength, the resilience to keep going when everyone else gives up, you'll be prepared to handle whatever comes your way. You must learn how to handle criticism, how to deal with rejection, and how to rise from failure stronger than before. Becoming the person who can live your dream means becoming someone who isn't afraid to fail, someone who sees every setback as an opportunity to learn and grow. Achieving your dreams means making choices. It means sacrificing instant gratification for long-term rewards. It means saying no to the distractions and temptations that pull you away from your goals. It's about creating a vision of who you need to become and making sure that every decision you make is aligned with that vision. As you continue to grow, as you continue to work on yourself, you'll see that the person you're becoming is not just capable of achieving your dreams, but is becoming the living embodiment of those dreams. When you change who you are, when you transform your mindset and your habits, your dreams will no longer feel like distant possibilities. They will feel like inevitable outcomes. You won't just wish for success, you'll create it. The person you become will be the key to unlocking the life you've always wanted. And when you look back, you'll realize that the journey of becoming was just as important, if not more so, than the destination itself. Watch, learn, and grow with us. Subscribe for new videos and hit the notification bell. Thank you for your support.